Hi guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. My name is Amanda, and today I want to share with you some of the books that I've read recently. Okay, so I have some Christmassy books to share with you today that I read during December, and then one that is not Christmassy, but I wanted to kind of round this out to an even five, and so it got thrown in there as well. So I'm going to start with the non-Christmassy book, and that is Nothing But the Truth by Holly James. This is, I think, marketed as a rom-com, but I would not call this a romance. I didn't feel like there was any romance in this book. This is the story of a woman who goes out to a bar one night, gets a drink, wakes up the next day, and she cannot tell a lie. It's kind of a spin on the movie Liar Liar, where she cannot tell a lie. She is in PR for a company in California that deals with a lot of celebrities, and so she kind of lies quite a bit for her job, and so she's very, very concerned. But it just follows the day in her life. I'm pretty sure it's her birthday, the day after her birthday, or her birthday. I don't remember which one. It follows this one day in her life where she cannot lie at all and what kind of happens. It's definitely like a feminist empowering book, which I was not expecting. I was expecting a rom-com when I went into this, and so I think that kind of like deferred a little of my enjoyment just because my expectations were not like set appropriately. So definitely do not be expecting a romance if you go into this book. There is a little bit of romance, but not really. And it's more about the main character and her learning that she can stand on her own 2 feet and she can advocate for herself and she can like do all this stuff. And so it was good, not great. I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. And one of the Christmas books that I read is The Road to Christmas by Sheila Roberts. This follows 3 different generations of the same family that are all trying to make their way to somebody's house for Christmas. And so it's like 3 different road trip stories in one. You have 2 sisters that are traveling together, you have a husband and wife that are traveling together, and then you have the grandparents that are traveling together, and they're all trying to get to one of the daughters' houses for Christmas. And so each of them along the way runs into issues, and you're just kind of following each of their journeys. It was fine. It was not that good. It was very predictable, very cheesy. I gave it 2 stars. I mean, it was fine. All right, the next Christmas book that I read is Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison. This is a very, very hyped Christmas romance book, and it kind of felt lackluster for me, to be completely honest. I found it a little boring. I didn't feel like there was enough tension. The premise was not believable to me at all, which for me, if you know me, you know that I am a big one on believability, especially in contemporary. The motivations of the characters have to be believable for me, and this one just was not at all. I'm like, why would they do this? This does not make any sense, and nobody would act this way. It was cute. It was fine. It didn't live up to the hype that everybody has said that this is so good. And for me, I had another one that I read this month that was so much better. And so this one got 2.5, 3 stars for me. It just was not great. And I hate to say that, but it just was not. So it is what it is. All right, a Hanukkah romance that I read is The Matzah Ball by Jean Meltzer. This one has pretty low ratings on Goodreads, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really entertaining. There was a little bit of unbelievability in this one, but overall it was pretty cute. It followed these 2 Jewish characters. The female character is actually a Christmas romance writer, and she's kind of closeted because she doesn't want her family to find out, because her dad is a rabbi, and being interested in Christmas is a big no-no for their family. And so she's really upset that her parents are going to be super disappointed if they find out that she's super obsessed with Christmas. And then the male character is throwing this huge Matzah Ball, which is a huge Hanukkah party for the elite in New York, I think is where they're at. And so she gets approached by her editor, and they want her to write a Hanukkah romance, and she doesn't want to. And so she thinks she can get some inspiration if she goes to this Hanukkah ball, or Matzah Ball, but it is sold out. And so they have to kind of get together and make it work, whatever, but they have some history from their childhood, and it's this whole thing. But I found it entertaining. Was it fantastic? No. 3.5 stars though, solid. Like, it was entertaining and it was funny. I chuckled quite a bit in it, and it was a little bit different. It wasn't Christmas, it was Hanukkah, and so there was definitely a different vibe to it, and so I really appreciated that. And so yeah, I enjoyed it though. And then the last book that I want to talk about today is probably my favorite book that I read in December. I love this book so much. It is The Plight Before Christmas by Kate Stewart. It is a holiday Christmas rom-com, and it is so good. It's steamy. It is open door. There is language, so like keep that in mind. I know like some of my viewers, that is like a no for them, but if you're okay with all of that stuff, 100% check this book out. I got it. I think it's only available on Kindle. Like, I bought it on Kindle. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's on there. It is so good. It follows, I don't even remember the main character, Whitney. Yes, I do. It follows Whitney, who is going to spend Christmas with her family at their family cabin. She is down on her luck, got passed over for promotion, broke up with her boyfriend, her car's broken down, like all this stuff is happening to her. She gets to her parents' house in the Smoky Mountains to spend Christmas with them because, you know, just like family Christmas time, and finds out that her brother is bringing one of his coworkers with him, and it just happens to be her ex-boyfriend from college. And her brother did not know that when he invited him. And so these two, their breakup was not great. There's a lot of baggage between the two of them, but there's also still a lot of attraction and tension. The tension and just like the electricity between them was so well done. I loved it. And it was so funny and just so fun. You had the classic like holiday rom-com silliness, but also like the heart and the love and the family, and it was so good. So like I said, if you're okay with the open door, if you're okay with the language, definitely check it out, because it was like 4.75 stars. There was one thing at the end that I was not a fan of, which I'm not going to talk about because it would be a major spoiler, but I was not a fan of one particular part at the end, and so that's what knocked off like a little bit. It's not quite 5 stars, but it was really close, and I really enjoyed my time reading it. So those are 5 books that I read during the month of December. And yeah, if you've heard of any of these, if you have opinions about any of these, definitely leave those comments down below. Let me know what you read or you have been reading recently. And that's going to do it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.